It's funny because it's so hard to criticise Man City this season. They're obviously top of the league. They've been playing fantastic football. And the age-old point really comes back to, should Man City have signed a striker in the summer? Now, we only ever ask that question on the podcast when it looks like they could have done with it. And we don't talk about it the majority of the time when they're winning. But last week against Liverpool, I talked to you, didn't I, about how I didn't think Jesus was really the quality that they needed. And I thought again in this game, it was just too easy. Alisson's save in that one-on-one was good, but really a better striker finishes that chance. And again, there was a moment where he broke away from Van Dijk, and Van Dijk just caught up with him and just shoved him off the ball so easily. And it just looked like if they do go and get Haaland in the summer, he fills that gap perfectly, doesn't he? You're right when you mention about Mane, though, and I think he does deserve a bit of the spotlight, particularly in this game, because this was Sadio Mane at his best, and we've not seen that all season necessarily. But it's a good problem to have for Liverpool that if one player's not firing, the other one is. Why do you think it's clicking for Mane now, Dave? Because it clearly something has clearly changed.
I think obviously one of the turning points is probably the African Cup of Nations. He seemed to have found a little bit of form with his national team, and potentially, probably not almost instantaneously, he's coming back to Liverpool. He's probably not found the form straight away, but I think it's given him a little bit of momentum to kind of build something upon. And obviously bringing Luis Diaz into the team, I think it's probably not placed quite as much responsibility on his shoulders. Probably it's lifted a little bit of pressure. And the difference between Liverpool and Man City is Liverpool up front seem to be better positioned, and in terms of strength, I feel as though they are better and more potent in those front forward positions. And it's something that I feel Man City kind of needed a bit of a refresh in terms of, and it's something they tried to fix, it seemed, in the summer with, apparently they were after Ronaldo.
Beyond even the summer, they needed a refresh just in this game. It took Pep quite a long time to do anything, really. Because if you think about it, that goal that Grealish gets is so early in the second half. It does get them back into the game. But did they do enough to kind of go at Liverpool? It took them a while to get Mahrez on. I know there was talk that De Bruyne wasn't fit, but he stayed on the bench for a long time of the game when really he could have done with that creative influence. I don't really know whether I think maybe Pep just didn't really have the number for this one. I don't know what it was. Klopp seemed to just walk this one with Liverpool.
I think maybe he made too many changes. I think he put Fernandinho in there, who's not played too much football of late, and there was a couple of words about him in press and saying he's decided that he's going to, leave City at the end of the season, not signing any different. Guardiola obviously mentioned that he didn't know anything about that, and all of a sudden he's in the team. And I don't know if you can kind of drop somebody in a team like that who's not really playing much football of late and just kind of expect him to be kind of, 110%.
The quality of someone like Zach Steffen as a replacement for Ederson is low. I don't think Jesus is of the quality that Man City necessarily need. Fernandinho is aging a lot. Nathan Ake obviously has had limited opportunities at Man City until recently. So I do wonder whether maybe the depth that City have got isn't quite the same as we kind of anticipate.